Yeah, I only ever played this game once. Actually, when it first came out. That's the only time I ever played this.
Huh. I've replayed it a couple of times. Welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD. Trying to figure out if Geraint's messed up controls is stuck.
Did he change the controls?
Yeah, he changed the axis, didn't he?
Oh, he's one of those. Oh, that's the worst.
Very nice.
That's like the worst kind of guy.
I'm going to change it back and then reintroduce this, I think. I've been playing on the gamepads and I don't remember the buttons. Here we go. Oh, it's luxurious. I'm never sure which I prefer until I pick it up and then I go, this is clearly wrong.
Yeah, you always just know if it's wrong.
Last time we rescued the cat, we got to get the slingshot. The slingshot costs money. I'm running back up here to get money. Okay. Rupees.
Did you forgot your wallet?
In a sense, yes.
Okay.
We got to impress these kids by getting the slingshot.
It's been almost... Is it a decade? It's been a decade, I think, since I played this.
Yeah, it's a really quite old game.
It's been a long time. Like, I felt like I remembered, but I don't really remember it. I remember like a rough outline of what it was about.
Yeah, every time I've replayed it, I've always forgotten how to do the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a treasure chest down here. It's dark, but we should be able to open it regardless. You would hope.
But I did buy this game. The HD remake. And it is in my pile of shame, and I will play it once again.
Wow, you can't open it when it's dark? That sucks. Looks like you have to collect 30 rupees the hard way.
Oh man.
With blood, sweat, and tears.
Pick up some rocks, pick up some barrels, throw them against some walls.
Cabbages, mainly.
Oh, you don't have a sword or anything yet, either?
No.
So you can't, like, slice some grass?
No, we'll get them soon enough. No grass slicing yet.
There was a rupee there. You walked right past it.
Was there?
I'm pretty sure.
Great.
There you go.
9 down.
You're welcome.
9 down, 21 to go. Don't worry though, I know where a secret yellow rupee is.
Ah.
I know where 2 are, but I can't ever get the other one. So, tough luck, I guess. Gotta go up here. And it's at the top of this house. This is the mayor's house. This is where he keeps his money.
I see.
Oh!
On the roof.
Yeah, there's another one over there. On the left.
Right.
But you can't get up there?
If you jump carrying the chicken, does the chicken kind of like...
Oh, I can't
fly?
see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it does, but you can't climb ladders with it. I think you're meant to use this bird to go and collect it, but like the hit detection's all wonky on that hill.
Yeah.
And it's like next to impossible to get it.
Okay.
Or at least it is for me. If you know any pro tips of how to get that the cursed yellow rupee, then let me know. You can probably come back and get it with the Gale boomerang. But by that point, 10 rupees is this petty change anyway.
But yes, I'm filing this information away in my brain stickles for when I play it.
Pro tips. Well, we're almost there.
Oh, you fucked up his pumpkins.
Well, what's he doing hiding money inside him then? This is nobody's fault but his. You made me do this.
You ruined his pumpkins and then you stole his money that he had cleverly hidden.
You made me into this monster.
I think Link is this maybe not a nice guy everyone thinks he is.
Nice guy, Link. One short. Come on, this lady looks like she's got to have some pumpkins. Yeah. No pumpkin soup for you.
That looks like a breakable wall to me.
Ah, it's a bit you can dig under. When you become a wolf. Spoilers! For anyone who hasn't seen the box
entire game
art.
for us now.
Alright, we returned the cat to the lady before using the fish. Excellent. We get, I guess, the cat's leftovers. Nice.
Awesome.
You know what, honey? I need to get one of them slingshots too.
They did not do a lot of work on that cat, though. Look at that.
Yeah.
That cat is every bit as SD as the game ever was.
I think, in general, all of the character models are pretty much the same. Just, like, smoothed out. I think it's mainly the environment textures they've improved.
I feel like a lot of the character textures seem better than what I remember them to be.
Oh, it is much nicer in general.
Although, for a lot of these games, they actually did the textures in like fairly high resolution to begin with.
I think I was reading it's like possible to play Skyward Sword in like entirely HD on PC.
Okay. Yeah, I do wish they would put out a Skyward Sword HD remake.
Yeah, well, they were saying it was either going to be between this one or Skyward Sword. So you'd hope they would eventually do it, maybe on NX.
I really like that game, and I quite liked the graphical style of it and everything, but there's just like so much shitty anti-aliasing and jaggies and terrible quality textures.
Bees.
And then my eyes have gotten so used to HD now that it's hard to deal with when you go back.
Yeah, I mean, this obviously isn't the nicest looking game ever because it is just a remaster, but it looks like so much nicer than it did. I don't really care about things looking amazing. Just smooth, which is what this generation is all about, really.
Yeah, smooth is nice.
I mean, even if you look at old PS3 games compared to PS4 games.
That was one of the main reasons I always quite liked the original Xbox over the PS2. Because the PS2 always looked horrible, PS2 games, whereas Xbox games were like fairly smooth.
Yeah, I never played that much original Xbox. When I got one, I got it cheap, and I had like a dodgy cable, so everything looked really dark.
Because the PS2 couldn't anti-alias for shit.
Alright, we've got the slingshot. Let's head back and impress these young children.
It's always the best use of your time, impressing small children.
He's delivered something to my room. Look at that guy. He's got a walk.
Yeah, he came to see your rod.
Oh! Oh, don't you hate it when the ladder to your house has a spider on it?
See, how annoying must it be to have to climb a ladder to get to your house? What does it do with
I guess it's like a bunk bed.
Like, if you come home, you have maybe like 4 shopping bags. What do you do?
Oh, he doesn't have that much shopping. He just goes to get some honey. It's because he lives so close to a local shop. Okay, you got a wooden sword back from the guy who was fixing it up. Now we have something else to impress those children with. If there's 2 things that children love, it's slingshots and swords.
And if they're not impressed, you can always just beat them.
Am I right in thinking that the Link in Ocarina of Time also had a ladder to his house?
Yes, he did.
In general, this game is like a big riff on Ocarina of Time.
Pretty much all the Zelda games are, though.
I thought Wind Waker was quite different.
As in, like, there's always the same thing that happens. It happens in, like, awesome ways, and I love it every time it happens, but it's always kind of the same thing that happens.
You notice we're using the Pro controller. I've also been playing this game at home, where I've been using the gamepad, so I get a true mix of experiences.
I quite like the Wii U gamepad, actually.
Yeah, they use it in this in the same way as they do in Wind Waker, really. So, like, aiming and stuff would be like...
Yeah.
Which is cool. I like that. But it is pretty cool that Nintendo do give you the option, like when you're starting up, which one do you want to use.
Mm. At least this Pro Controller is a little bit nicer than the old Wii Pro Controller.
Yeah, they definitely took a step back and said, let's just make a normal controller.
Yeah.
I never had the classic Pro Controller or whatever it was. I just had the classic, which didn't even have any grips. What I used to use for Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, I went through a period where the only console I had access to was a Wii, so I ended up playing a lot of Guilty Gear.
Oh yeah,
with
that was
the
that
Wii
Guilty
Pro
Gear on there,
Controller.
wasn't it?
And my thumb still bears the marks to this day.
Oh, he wanted me to do a horizontal slice. Oh, but he doesn't mind. Oh, that's great. I think Mallow is probably one of my favorite Zelda characters.
There's some ugly looking kids though.
He's the one that eventually opens up that shop, if you recall.
Oh yeah.
The weird shop with all the dancing people and the music. Yeah. Look at that kid. Look at that kid. Woo. That kid.
They're all impressed. You impressed the children.
Yeah, everyone has real interesting faces in this one. Some people do say, like, oh, it was trying to be too realistic compared to Wind Waker and stuff. But it does have a definite art direction to it.
Yeah, I quite like it.
And there are some great bits of, oh, it's that monkey!
Oh,
The monkey that stole that lady's cradle in the last update. But there's definitely some pretty strong visual direction in this. And it's cool to see it in HD. In that regard. There's some great moments of, like, visual direction as well.
yeah,
the
I
way it's
always
shot
thought
and
this
stuff.
was a nice looking game. I mean, I am a Wind Waker apologist. I think that's one of the
Oh, yeah, I
best
love it
games
too.
of all time. But I like this as well.
It's good to keep it different. And then when Skyward Sword took it back to a kind of more cartoony, I suppose,
Yeah.
approach, it did it in quite a different way again.
Yeah, Skyward Sword is a good looking game as well, in its own right.
That's why I'd love to see it in HD, in glorious HD. 1080p's or whatever. Right? The kid, the boy that wasn't so small, went off after the monkey. Oh, just gotta check something.
Slice some grass. Get some rupees. Or some hearts.
Don't need no
Oh,
hearts.
there's nothing in there.
Yeah, I did find that a bit with Twilight Princess, actually. And I guess they haven't changed it. It could be a bit stingy with what it gives you from grass.
Mm. I don't remember where I read it, but apparently this game is now way easier than the original was. And that it gives you way more, like hearts and stuff.
Well, that's nice. I don't ever remember it being that hard, though.
And
You can use Amiibo to top yourself up.
They recommended that you play it on like the hard mode.
But the hard mode flips it, so it's like the Wii version. And I want to experience the unflipped version. The true version.
Yeah, I played the GameCube version of this actually.
Oh, really? Not many people did, because they didn't make many, and then it was really expensive.
Yeah, it took me some time to get on that Wii train.
Yeah, for me it
I
was
stuck
like
with my GameCube for quite some
get a
time.
Wii and then get this as like a day one sort of purchase.
Yeah,
It was the first proper game I played on it.
yeah. I just
Because Wii
got
Sports isn't a proper game.
I just got this for my GameCube, and then what game did I buy my Wii for?
And we got this lantern now. don't
I think
Lightning
I
does
think I
anything.
bought my Wii for Super Mario Galaxy.
It's fair enough. It's a pretty good game.
But yeah, I always do that. I'm not one of those early adopters when it comes to those things. Usually, the initial selection of games whenever a console comes out tends to be slightly underwhelming. So I usually hold off until they put out that one game that makes it worth the purchase. So
Yeah.
for PS3, for example, that was Metal Gear Solid 4 for me.
Yeah, it was for me eventually, but not for quite a while until after it was already out.
And then yeah, I got MGS4 and Uncharted.
Of
First out of
course.
PS3.
Yeah, but as usual, the Wii did end up having very strong first-party games. Metroid Prime 3 as well. Ooh. That was quite an early one, I think.
Yeah.
At least I remember it being early. What a game. Other way, he just kicks open the small ones. You can just use a slingshot on these pots.
It's a nice aim in there.
That's not that bad. You gotta go through this area a few times at the beginning of the game, really. So we're basically heading toward the entrance of the first dungeon.
Yeah.
Then there's like another time we have to go to the entrance of the first dungeon before we are actually allowed to then go and enter that dungeon. It's a bit of a slow goer. Because at least with the Ocarina of Time, you're like in the first dungeon like almost immediately.
Yeah.
I think that is something that a lot of Zelda games suffer from, is being kind of slow to get going.
Yeah. Yeah, they kind of are, I suppose.
Because at least with this one, I'm not sure actually. No, it does take quite a while before you can actually go like anywhere.
Yeah, you kind of like have to go through like the initial area first before you eventually make it to the proper dungeon. Then you're always messing about in town, doing like little things here and there.
That is one thing I quite liked about Skyward Sword, is that it kind of all felt like a dungeon.
Yeah.
Even when you weren't in the dungeons, it was still dungeon-esque.
Yeah,
I think
even
also
even the
people-
path to the actual dungeon.
I
was
think
like
that is
kind of a
also
little
one of
dungeon.
its flaws as well. Because then it didn't really have much in the way of towns or...
Yeah, you always just return to the same town in Skyloft.
It's tough. Zelda games are often like that. They're really good in areas and then they kind of suck in others. I don't know if any Zelda game is truly perfect.
No, you
Maybe
can't
Link
say
Between
that.
Worlds and A Link to the Past.
Going to hunt you down and murder you for saying that.
Which ones do you think are perfect?
All of them. They're all perfect. They're
Wow.
perfect, unique little snowflakes.
Perfect, only their imperfections. We'll put that away. Don't want to use up all our oil. And these guys keep on getting me. There we go, let's show that moblin. At least I think that's what they're called. There we go, plenty of cash. Cold hard cash. What does this sign say?
Key.
Yeah, I got one.
I wonder how much Trill paid to have his advertisement there.
Back in the day when this was set, you didn't have to pay for that kind of stuff. It was a free market.
Just stick your sign up.
Almost there.
See, those who do is just hanging out, having a chat, and you show up and just beat the shit out of them for no apparent reason.
Because the child went missing, and his sword was dropped. So I guess something went bad, and then there are all these goblin things around. I think it would hold up in court. The talking parrot wants us to buy things. We don't need anything. Which is also something that happens quite a bit in Zelda, I suppose. Except for in Skyward Sword, because it had that upgrade system.
Yeah. Oh, they captured the monkey and the kid. And they're rubbing butts. They're ass to ass.
A to A. Oh, yes.
Oh, that was pretty cool. You hit the guy behind you while you were doing your jump slash.
Oh, yes.
That's some OP hitboxes there.
Yeah, in general, I think Twilight Princess probably has one of the best combat systems, with all the extra moves you can learn from the Wolf Knight Man.
Mm.
Ah, you made friends with the monkey.
It's a pretty nice gal.
It's that guy, I've forgotten his name. Oh, well, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
That guy looks a little bit pedo to me.
Well, no, he's just a nice man. Excellent. Well, I think we'll leave it there as that man runs out of the barn. And pick back up on it next time.
Alright, cool.
Thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll get to meet Princess Zelda at some point. That would be nice.
Yeah, that'd be nice.